Okay. Kill it. Excuse me. Now, 3:05. I probably been up 35. Okay. When you got big goals, big dreams, there is no time for a nap. I don't run up sacks. Straight up and down. I just get my young boys to turn niggas to packs. Oh shit. Shout out to the two people in the building. Shout out to all the men, women, and children. All right, y'all. It's 3:06. 3:06 a.m. These are the official Brickonaire hours. Why they called the brick hours? These the hours Brick used to be up. You know what's crazy, y'all? Sitting up here chatting with y'all. I'm really tired, right? Eating Twix, watching the Conjunction. I love horror movies. I'm a horror movie fanatic. Feel me? Let them know. Join the chat. Dang. Anybody here from my cousin? Tina. I mean, Tina and John. Because I got the name John. I was mad as shit. Somebody gave me that name. John. John. I was crazy one time.
I just lay down in my bed, fuck it. I just lay down in my bed, fuck it. Still wax ball on the bed, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Them shootouts at high speeds, I made it out, but I ain't lucky. Had to walk home on the off, they see that bitch, cause I ain't fucking. Said I used to call my phone, let me pop outside, I'm already coming. He was thirsty to pick me up, cause both of us tried to score a bucket. There was no one man about the group, we gon' fall together, fuck it. But it's always just that one with the biggest head, Latoya Lucky. Remember Real turned himself in, we was dropping Acre, 12 of money. Fell asleep standing up in front of my mama, she knew I was up to something. Then I dropped out of school to get this money, she knew I was up and coming. Then I walked in the house one day with a Will Chamberlain, all hundreds. Cause my friends trying to get I was focused and kept saying, all hundreds. Everybody telling me do this and do that, nigga, this ain't y'all money. When I was young, I come with I grew up and I got my own money. Now I'm grown, I got a son, gotta keep it coming. As soon as I get done back on the run, I can't sleep for nothing. They give me $1 million to talk, so at least I speak for something. Told them boys I want to race 100 miles and run it. God forbid it's my time to go, then I'm just gonna keep gunning. I'm just gonna get money. And I make 200. And my bitch got a bank account with nothing less than 400. You know I'm big dog, everything. She gotta spend no money. Don't know female in my life, get up and work for nothing. My secretaries don't need nothing. OTs don't need nothing. None of my brothers need nothing. Except for probably a lawyer, so probably somebody watch their daughter, so smoke a beer, I need to quarter, so still know how to pour water. Hell, bro, if you need to order, so yeah, I still hold on tight to my past like a.
I can't lie. That boy be saying some fucking shit out of his mouth. Nigga definitely got that fish grease up in there. Hot! Don't get popped. What's up, y'all, man? Who up? Who up? Who up with the kid? Who up with the kid, man? I've been up for like it's almost 2 days and a half. 2 days and a half. No nigga, I don't do no coke. Better do the math. Just got hella ambition. I'm about to fucking work out in a minute, man. Feel me? Yeah, fuck around. Go outside early and just get the jogging, man. Think about starting from here, man. Taking that shit down to the Rocky statue, man. Feel me? Shout out to my little brother, man. He got discharged out the hospital today. Like, little bro, remain healthy, man. What is up with y'all, man? What it do? What it do? What the fuck it do, people? What the motherfucking like button, man? Yo, I asked y'all to do me a favor, man. And I asked y'all to tell a friend to tell a friend. Right? I tell y'all that every episode. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't ask y'all for no cash apps, none of that shit. Tell a friend to tell a friend. See? See? That's why your man got bent. Guarantee she at home on the bed crying through the vent. Let me ask y'all a question, man. Y'all believe in like ghosts and shit like that? Um, you know, Amityville horror and all that. You believe that shit, man? I believe like the shit went down, but like ghosts possessing them stuff. No, nigga, you was just evil. Mental health. Mental health, nigga. I don't think they knew nothing about that shit back in the day, so motherfuckers was just, when a nigga snap, motherfuckers scared. Hey, dang, hey, demon, demon. Yeah, definitely a demon though. But yeah, a lot of people are, especially in this generation, man. We have a lot of kids. Uh, they born addicted to drugs. I mean, these motherfuckers born addicted to perk 30s and fetty. You feel me? And listen, check it out. Y'all think these kids now, these teenagers, they wild. And they are. You know, they'll shoot you. No hesitation. You feel me? I think these niggas, they draw their guns faster than motherfucking military. Military getting dropped. But the generation coming after them, the generation we looking at right now. Imagine when they had kids. Oh, don't clap. Ain't nothing to be clapping for. We should be more like hitting the floor. Y'all niggas better call him the Thunder God. What's his name? Thor. Rest up to my cousin, man. I am fried. You hear me? I'm fried. What's the longest y'all ever stayed up, man? I'm trying to think. What's the longest I ever stayed up? It's like 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days straight. No, I wasn't off that power. I was off that MDA. Little niggas, they be off that PMA. Yo, I did not know the Rothschilds was into that incest shit. Like they was into it deep. Like they weren't even tapping on like a ninth or tenth cousin, some motherfucker down the waterfalls. You feel me? These motherfuckers tapping on closed doors. You feel me? They tapping on daughters. That shit weird, gang. It's weird. Let me ask y'all a question. Straight up. What if life was really supposed to be like that? What if when you step outside your family and marry and all that, had kids, you break the family bloodline and cycle? It's just a question. What if? Well, even if it was, guess what? It's 2024. And every single man and woman, child, can do what the fuck they want. That's just real shit, though. Say America, the land of the free, man. Land. Yo, it's this place in Alaska, y'all. I want to visit it. I don't know how to pronounce this shit, but it's the coldest place on Earth. Y'all hear me? Coldest place on Earth. When you park your car, man, they got fucking heaters in the engine. That's how cold it is up there. If you outside for 6 minutes, your motherfucking eyelashes will freeze. This shit is the real North Pole. Let me see if I can get a video for y'all. Let's see if we can get into something. Look. Look. Yeah, this shit called like Yaka shit. You feel me? It's the coldest place though. This shit different, man. Who would like to take this trip with me, man? Ain't nobody, including my motherfucking self. Once you see how cold this shit is, it ain't nothing that can make me go up there, man. I don't think 3 gallons of MDA will make me go up that motherfucking place. Look at the car behind him, gang. Hold on, y'all can't even see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, yo, never mind, yo. I don't want to visit here. I did want to visit this shit at one time, but after just seeing this shit, yeah, I changed my mind. I don't want to visit there, but we gonna take a look at this video. This is the coldest place on earth. You know, it's crazy. I remember Ice Road Truckers. That show, I used to love that show. They used to ride through this town, whatever you want to call it, city. But let's check it out.
Siri, what is the temperature?
It's minus 47 degrees outside.
Air temperature in Antarctica is negative 14.8 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 20 degrees Celsius. Here it is negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 47 degrees Celsius.
Hear that? Negative 50. I don't think. Did the states ever experience something like that? I doubt it. Let's get back into it, though.
Our lungs are not used to it, that's why we're coughing. The weather here is very cold and dry. There is a large population living, approximately 300,000 inhabitants.
Yakutsk is the capital of Sakha Republic, an autonomous region that is allied with Russia.
280 miles away from the North Pole. Since this place is the most northeastern point of Siberia,
Motherfucker said 280 miles away from the North Pole. Why are you living close to something that cold?
it is very much isolated from the rest of the world. Outside temperature is around -58 degrees Fahrenheit. The boiling water is about 212 degrees Fahrenheit. As you see, it instantly turns into ice crystals. The lowest air temperature ever measured in this region is -96.16 degrees Fahrenheit. It is as if it belongs to another planet. A banana left outside can turn into a hammer in minutes. People cannot wear metal frame glasses here because the metal could stick to their skin. And if they wanted to take off their glasses, their flesh might be teared out. This is a piece of meat that looks very much like human flesh. Let's just put it in contact with metal. As you can see, these are natural gas pipes, and they have to be laid above the ground because the underground is frozen with ice. There is actually a 100-foot thick mass of ice under the city. Look, this river is completely frozen. During the Soviet era, people who contradicted Stalin's ideas were exiled to Sakha Republic region. They were politicians, businessmen, etc. As a matter of fact, some of these people who live in Yakutsk right now are their grandchildren. So this place used to be land of exile. Today there is a city life going on. But we could call this life an ice hell. It pushes the limits of human nature. No matter how much we bundle up, nothing is enough to keep our bodies warm. If you have a car here, you have a big problem. Winter lasts for 6 to 7 months here. And in that time, you can never...
Do y'all see this shit? After seeing shit like this shit made me never complain about being cold in the States. Look at this shit, gang.
drive your car. If you insist on driving it, you can never stop your vehicle's engine. For example, the car with a running engine you can see here is empty. There is nobody inside. There are hundreds of cars like this. The reason why the engine is running, if it stops, it can be completely covered with ice and the engine oil will freeze. As you can see, the owner of this vehicle must have decided not to run his or her car for a while. Just after 20 minutes of the engine being off, it is common to give up hope. Another frozen car here, waiting to be reused next summer. There are hundreds of
Nigga said after 20 minutes, man. Cut it.
who live in Yakutsk right now are their grandchildren. So this place used to be land of exile. Today there is a city life going on. But we could call this life an ice hell. It pushes the limits of human nature. No matter how much we bundle up, nothing is enough to keep our bodies warm. If you have a car here, you have a big problem. Winter lasts for 6 to 7 months here. And in that time, you can never drive your car. If you insist on driving it, you can never stop your vehicle's engine. For example, the car with a running engine you can see here is empty. There is nobody inside. There are hundreds of cars like this.
Did this motherfucker just say, if you start your car, you cannot turn it the fuck off? Did he just say that, y'all? How much is gas up there? I hope that shit running off snow. What is the gas prices, yo? It's probably higher than the giraffe dick. I guarantee. Because the shit you guys go through to get there. I used to watch ice road truckers. The niggas was driving over frozen rivers with tons of shit on the back of their truck, gang. If an oil spill got to the ice, that shit cost a trap door. the other side with the Lord.
The reason why the engine is running, if it stops, it can be completely covered with ice and the engine oil will freeze. As you can see, the owner of this vehicle must have decided not to run his or her car for a while just after 20 minutes of the engine being off. It is common to give up hope. Another frozen car here, waiting to be reused next summer.
I hate to see what it looked like overnight. 20 minutes did that.
This car is running, right? Let's see if there's anybody inside. Yeah, nobody. Can you imagine what a huge base of energy this actually is? Fortunately, Russia is a country that is quite rich in oil and natural gas resources. Even the exhaust smoke freezes. That's how cold it is.
Peep how life works sometimes, though. You feel me? You heard what he said. Russia is very rich in oil. They so rich in oil, they can afford to let those people, run their cars like never turning it off. That was a place of exile. There's no way I would stay there, man. It's time to go. They stopped executing niggas. It's time to go. I would think like this. It's too cold. That is too cold. I was watching this one video. Boy almost lost his nose, man. That's how cold it was. He almost lost his nose.
There are special covers for protection. Sometimes this is not enough too. People who can afford it keep their vehicles in a heated garage. Because these vehicles are constantly running, there is a constant layer of exhaust smoke over the city. Range of visibility is often below 200 feet due to the smog. The houses here have completely different architecture. The reason why the buildings are built on pillars is that the ground is covered with ice and there is a possibility of ice shift. Old houses start to lean over after a decade or so because the amount of ice either increases or decreases. It feels like pins and needles. The worst thing that could happen is to get frostbite. Considering a refrigerator operates at about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, a freezer...
Like, look at his eyebrows and all that shit, man. That shit turning into popsicles. He out here trying to do a YouTube video. How many motherfucking views this shit got? I ain't even shit. But yo, another thing, we gotta talk about that Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams motherfucking interview, how much money they made. Bro.
Operates at about -4 degrees Fahrenheit. Since the temperature here is -58 degrees Fahrenheit, everywhere you can see here could function as a very high-tech freezer. That's why some people are able to store their fruits or their meat just by hanging them outside their windows. Can I make a sled out of this? I just took off my gloves for just a minute for filming. Now it hurts terribly. My eyelashes are frozen too. I'm trying to break the ice. Move. Move. If you would stay outside for more than 15 minutes, you would experience problems such as skin burns and difficulty in breathing. Chill.
Yo, you heard what my man said? If you stay outside for more than 15 minutes, you're going to start to experience skin burns. You know what's after that. Next, it got to come off. It got to come off. What is they doing? Like, y'all need the heated jackets and all of that up there, man. Y'all need all of that shit, man. Why do y'all even want to live up there? How much does it cost to live up there? I hope it's not even over $100.
That starts with a needle prick-like pain, frostbite, followed by sensation loss. And then it could result in death. She took off her gloves for just 5 minutes to film me. Her fingertips instantly turned white. Our microphone is giving a red warning. It is not working properly. The camera is also not working as it should. Its cover is frozen. Our phones don't work as well. Her battery.
In order to even step into that environment, I would need 3 scripts. 3 scripts. Don't say nothing to me because I ain't trying to talk, bitch.
It was about 10% a couple of minutes ago, and then it suddenly died, whereas it was actually full. What you see behind me is a cemetery. The thickness of the ice under my shoes is about 100 foot. And this ice mass under the city does not melt even in the summer. So, how do people bury the dead? They gather pieces of coal and burn them for 2 to 3 days. Once the coal is burned, the blocks of ice thaw, and it can be easily removed using shovels. Finally, the area can be excavated to a depth of 6 to 7 feet. The body of a person who died 100 or 200 years ago can be found very robust even today.
You heard what they said. Get buried up there, so cold you preserve. Niggas that died 100 years ago, dig them up, still look the same as when they died yesterday, man. Science, man, you gotta know how this shit works.
20% of the world's total diamond reserves are in Yakutsk. In addition to that, there are also all the elements in the periodic table. There are many mammoth and dinosaur fossils under the Yakutia territories. In these areas where mammoths once roamed, their intact corpses still show up as the ice melts today. In this land where people cannot engage in agriculture or farming, people eat fish. One of the most important features of this market is that they display the fish in public stalls rather than in refrigerators. Outside is much colder than any refrigerator. A piece of meat left outside won't spoil for months.
It's come to show you how different life is for different people in parts of the world. Motherfucker got the meat outside, gang. No, that's how cold it is. Like, you don't even need to wrap it. There's no such thing. It cannot be no fucking such thing as germs. I want to know a fucking question. Did these motherfuckers had the masks up during COVID? Ain't no way COVID made its way up there. If you're watching this episode of Vault Talk, y'all, somebody get in the comments and please tell me, did COVID hit Siberia? I'm almost betting whatever that it did. Y'all see what's going on?
There are also frozen rabbits here. They are consumed a lot, including with the ducks. Horse meat is also very common. It is about 45 pounds. They take this fish as a whole, put it outside and consume it for days. This one is also on sale. It never spoils, of course. Its ears are not moving at all. How many hours do you work here per day?
Ну, мы примерно вот 8 числа,
For how long does she do this?
уже, наверное, лет.
How many layers of clothing are provided?
Вот кофта. И вот такие нас эти. И вот.
They stand on such furs, they do not feel the cold coming to their feet. Yakutin, who make up the majority of the population, are Turkic in origin. 38% of the population are Russian in origin. Okay, my bad. There are only such dogs here. Unfortunately, cats cannot survive. Only mammals with a really thick fur. There are 2 layers of glass inside the cars. So when the air conditioner warms the interior, it doesn't lose its temperature immediately. The scariest thing about being on the road is that people whose cars break down have a risk of dying if they cannot fix it within 30 minutes. Otherwise, engine oil under the hood freezes.
Gang, did y'all hear what my man just said? Did y'all hear what my guy just said, gang?
More than 15 minutes.
He said, if your car break down,
With the ducks.
you can die on the road. You don't get it fixed in 30 minutes. 30 minutes or your is finished.
Horse meat is also very common. It is about 45 pounds. They take this fish as a whole, put it outside and consume it for days. This one is also on sale. It never spoils, of course. Its ears are not moving at all. How many hours do you work here for a day?
Ну, мы примерно вот 8 числа.
For how long does she do this?
Уже, наверное, лет.
How many layers of clothing on upper body?
Вот кофта. И вот такие эти. И вот.
They stand on such first. They do
Man, like he would have had to pay me a stack just to take my boots off.
not feel the cold coming to their feet. Yakuting, who make up
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Those people, different type. No disrespect. I know the pussy dry. The pussy is dry as cold as shit. That pussy do not get wet up there. No, it don't. Fuck around, gotta fly their ass to Nome or Anchorage. Bust down. I can't believe how cold it is up there like that. Them people is dealing with that. I'll be on the first flight the fuck out of there. I don't give a fuck if I gotta sleep on the streets. You hear me? Get me to Miami and I'll pull up in the park and I'll make something happen. But staying there, 30 minutes. Just remember that. Your car break down, you got 30 minutes. Ain't no AAA. So, VAULTBOYZ, what more can I say?
the majority of the population are Turkic in origin. 38% of its population are Russian in origin. Okay, my bad. There are only such dogs here. Unfortunately, cats cannot survive. Only mammals with a really thick fur. There are 2 layers of glass inside the cars. So when the air conditioner warms the interior, it doesn't lose its temperature immediately. The scariest thing about being on the road is that people whose cars break down have a risk of dying if they cannot fix it within 30 minutes. Otherwise, engine oil under the hood freezes in minutes. If people get stranded in these rural areas with no phone signal, they have no choice but to freeze to death within a couple of hours. That's why every driver carries a toolbox in his or her car. Our journey to the village was completed with a dog sled ride. During our time on the dog sled, I nearly lost an ear that was exposed to the wind and the cold. The pain was unbearable. Maria just accepted us to her village house. We're gonna know more about these mysterious Yakut people. Can you see it? As thick as my finger. I cannot feel it. It's quite numb. Look, my other ear is much thinner. Horses here are much shorter than the usual horses. Their bodies are conditioned to be short. That's how they can keep themselves warmer. Less surface area to worry about. They gave us their own clothes. We bundled up. You can tell by looking at the frozen boat that we're walking.
I wonder do Yeezy got some freezer boots for them? He need to bring them Crocs, them big Crocs he got. Bring some heat to him. Sell them Jones up there. 1,500. Oh, it's too much? Fuck it. Your toes fall off.
On a frozen lake. We try to hit it at a 90-degree angle. We just drill a 20 to 25 inch diameter hole. Cows will come and meet their water needs. We're constantly removing the ice. How long it takes for this water to again completely covered with ice?
In 1 hour.
Cows in this village are always kept in the barns in winter. They don't ever feel cold?
They do, of course. That's why.
Bet you them niggas can't even move.
What's exactly?
Your ear got frostbitten. If like it lasted longer, it will be very dangerous.
They will have to cut it, right?
If they cannot save it, they can cut it because the cells are dead. For your ear, it's a traditional Yakut medicine. Fat of bear.
Bear?
Yeah, my father took it from hunters.
Oh.
Yes, this will help frostbitten, and also if you burn it.
If you look at it from behind, you'll see it more clearly. It is seriously swollen and they call it frostbite. I will probably have risked my entire ear if I had been in the cold for more than 15 minutes. The nature has no joke here. What is the coldest temperature you have ever witnessed?
The coldest temperature is negative 71 Celsius.
What is cold for you?
If I have good clothes, if I have enough clothes, before negative 40 it's not like real winter temperature for me. Negative 41, negative 48, it's like fine. Below negative 48, it's cold. And below negative 52, it's very cold. And every degree feels.
Brody, should they tell something ain't cold to it hit negative 50? Fuck is wrong with you? Negative 50. That's dangerous pussy. Dangerous. Negative 50. Everybody up there probably got the bushy.
The funny thing is like cold weather feels like fire, like burning.
Yeah, that's true. Now my ear is burning.
Yeah.
I feel it's so hot.
Sometimes people drink too much and they fall asleep somewhere outside. And one night outside, some people didn't have proper clothes and they went to the woods and their car broke down. They couldn't call someone because no phone service. Yeah, and it ended.
What do you think about nature?
Whole lifestyle of Yakut people, of Saha people, is taking care of nature, respecting it.
She said he went out to the woods and his car broke down and he didn't have a phone and yeah. And when they say yeah, I mean he went to see the Lord in the frozen way.
Early childhood, me and my family, we used to go to the woods to fish.
It's so cold. He was still froze when he got to the Lord.
To hunt, it's just a part of our life. And we always remember that we are not the owners of this land. We are just guests. For example, we always make a ritual. When we
Of course, nobody owns anything on this motherfucking planet, baby. We all know that. But maybe you should talk to the saltines. Crack, crack. It's like, no, I'm just fucking with y'all, man. Shout out to all my motherfucking white motherfucking people. Y'all already know my white niggas. I love y'all brothers from the brother.
We go to pick some berries. We always take a little food with us. We leave it on the ground. Yeah.
Instead of God.
The gods are nature. That we do every day. We should pray. We don't do something like that. But it's in our mind. It's in our lifestyle. And it's all related to nature.
For what you have, you thank to nature instead of God.
The gods are nature.
Yeah.
Our gods are like part of the nature.
Now I understand.
Future children.
The flu didn't kill us because our immune system was strong. Similarly, ancient diseases to which we are not immune can come to light with the melting of the ice to North America. The flu
To the next generations.
Yakutsk has summers as well. In July, the average daily temperature is about 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Due to global warming, ice mass of our world is melting and mammoth corpses are coming up. But also viruses hiding for thousands of years, which modern humans have never met before, can come to light. When Europeans migrated to North America, the flu they took with themselves to the continent killed most of the Native Americans who had been isolated for centuries. The flu didn't kill us because our immune system was strong. Similarly, ancient diseases to which we are not immune can come to light with the melting of the ice in these regions of the world and have devastating consequences. Thank you for watching. This video was the first episode of a travel documentary series called Rediscovery. I go to unique places which are not known to many and make a documentary about them with a comprehensive approach. The next coming video on this channel will be second episode of Rediscovery. I went inside of
That's crazy. We're gonna get into this Shannon Sharp, Cat Williams video because my cousin wanted to know. He had asked me how much money that I think, the cat or one of them, Shannon Sharp made off the video. I gave him my estimate at fact. Let's check this out. Write down in the comments how much y'all think Shannon had.
That pops up.
How much money y'all think Shannon made off this Cat Williams interview? Listen, I be trying to tell people, YouTube, man, is where it's at, man. To cutting checks, man. You hear me? Y'all wonder why these young boys going out here shooting and killing and then trolling? Because that shit gets them a check. Got the bank rolling. You hear me?
This Shannon Sharp record-breaking interview with Cat Williams has officially broke the internet.
I sure hope I have Club Shay Shay after this.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah,
The greatest thing floating in
I might be out of
2024.
business.
Mark the words. Watch.
And now, it's about to break the bank. Now let's talk about it. So most of you know YouTube pays its creators, right? Now, what some of you may not know is there are ways you can actually tell with accuracy how much they got paid for that video. And since I've been making money as a YouTube content creator for years now, I'm going to show you an easy way to find out how much YouTube is about to pay Shannon Sharp. And this method can also be applied to any video on YouTube. But first, we got to look at the numbers. And as we all know, but numbers, they don't lie. So you're definitely going to want to stay to the end to find out exactly how much. Because once I show you them numbers, you just may start rethinking your career decisions. So now, let's talk about the money. I'm going to show you how you can take the views from this podcast to find out how much money Shannon Sharpe is about to rake in. So what we need to do first is understand how YouTube's revenue sharing actually works. So to make it real simple, YouTube pays its content creators a fraction of the money it receives from ads that you see pop up while watching YouTube videos. So if I was watching a video on YouTube and an ad pops up, that is revenue that YouTube will receive for having that ad placed on that video. So every time you're on my channel and you see an ad pop up, I will receive a percentage of that, right? No different from any other channel that's monetized. So that's how that works. So the amount we receive as content creators varies based off of the type of videos we make. So whether it's music type videos, if it's entertainment type videos, finance type videos, these categories of videos all have different pay scales and they vary based off of just the time of the year. So many variables on that. So we're not gonna go deep into that, but just know we get a percentage of that and it varies based off of the type of videos we create. So what we're gonna do is take the average amount YouTube pays podcast creators like Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay channel to calculate how much YouTube is gonna pay him. The YouTube term for the amount that we receive.
Gang. Shout out to the 4 motherfuckers in the chat. Drop, comment what y'all think Shannon Sharpe made off this Cat Williams interview, man. I ain't hitting that play button until motherfuckers drop some numbers, man. Come on, man. What the fuck is going on, man? Come on, man. Drop some numbers. Give me a guess, man. Like, what's going on? What y'all think? Think he made 100,000? What y'all think he made 250? Tell me something. Tell me something, man. Don't sit there and just, you know what I'm saying? Don't just stare at me, man. What y'all think, man? I don't see no comments popping up, man. I'm gonna need y'all to really start telling a friend to tell a friend. I'm gonna track VPN. Pull up and you gonna get bent. Straight up. Hold on. I got my guy Tony say 140K. What you think, Tom? Keep that. 140K, Tom say 140K. What y'all think, man? You know what I mean? Your number, man. Your number. 140K. Let's see what my man said.
It's called RPM. RPM is basically revenue per thousand. Milli means thousand in YouTube terms. So per thousand views is really what it means. So revenue per thousand views. So with that, we're going to find out how much the RPM for that podcast channel on average would make. And based off my research, podcast channels normally make between $9 and $12 per RPM. Just so we can kind of make it simple, we're just going to use the average. This channel is going to make $10 per 1,000 views. So every 1,000 views this video gets, it's going to receive
$10. Trap House Kitchen. It's making $10 to sit over there in a chair with his shirt off, thinking he's some type of fucking sex symbol. It probably worked it for you in 2020. It's 2024. Shit is over. Bitches don't give a fuck about that. Where's the bread at? Dreadhead. Where's the bread? Where's the bread? Them numbers gonna be adding up, man. That nigga got 140,000 subscribers. They gotta be bots. They gotta be bots. They got to be bots.
$10. How we calculate that, we're going to take the total number of views this video has gotten to this point. We're going to take the total number of views from that video, and then we're going to divide it by 1,000, because that's how RPMs are structured. So that 1,000 that RPM stands for, milli, that's what we're going to divide it by. So we take that number of views, divide it by 1,000. Once we divide it by 1,000, we have this number. And then we're going to take that number and multiply it by the $10 RPM that we established this channel makes. So once we multiply that amount by 10, then we can get the total amount of money this video is making. He made $470,000 just off that one podcast interview. Crazy, right?
A half a ticket. And he ain't finished yet. Motherfucker doing biscuits.
But wait, there's more. So if we dig a little deeper and look at his channel, we're going to see that he not only is making money from the interview that he did with Cat Williams, but he also is making money from the clips that he took from the interview with Cat Williams and created separate videos. So you have to add those in there, because it's really just one video, right? He did the one interview. And as you can see, mostly all of those videos are doing super well. So once we add up that amount, using the system that I showed you, those videos alone comes up to a total of over $317,000. That's $317,000 just off the clips from the main interview, podcast interview with Cat. So if you add $317,000 with the amount the main video made, which is $470,000, that's going to give you a total, wait for it, of over $787,000. I repeat, $787,000. Wow. Mind blowing, right? Now let's.
And y'all wonder why I be trying to get y'all niggas to come on and talk. Niggas just run up a check. Y'all niggas want to go out here 9 to 5 and break your fucking neck. For some change. It's going to be going in 2 days. You're going to have to wait another 4 or 5. Get paid again. Maybe 12. Get paid bi-weekly. Me? I get paid every day, G. Fuck that. 2024. I ain't waiting a week. I ain't waiting 2 weeks. I ain't waiting. Cause guess what? Remember what Locke said? That time don't stop, then niggas, then why should I? And I can't wait for the money. Can't. I'm like, what's the boy? JG Wetworth. It's my money. And I want it now. Excuse me. Got 2 viewers hopped off, man. We got an hour in this motherfucker, man. I didn't even know we've been on this long, man. I'm hanging in there, man. It's 4:03. My baby should be getting up in a minute, man. She needs to come stay with me.